Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Bob on the Farm. Before we get started today, I just want to show you where we're at with the Allis Chalmers, and then I'll kind of lay out what I'm going to be trying to get done today. So anyway, as you can see, we've got the radiator off, and I took the water pump off. It used to be right in there. Decided that was what was leaking all over the place, so I'm replacing that, and we've got a new one. The carburetor has been put back together and rebuilt to the best of my ability, which hopefully will be good enough to get it running. The new sediment bowl is on, but it is leaking a little bit right here along these threads, so I'm gonna have to take this off again and see about putting some thread tape on it or something to kind of seal it up here. Hopefully we'll be able to get that to stop leaking. And then honestly, once I put it all back together again, I'm gonna need a new fan belt, and that should pretty much do it. So I don't have the fan belt yet, so I'm gonna have to go someplace to get one of those. And the battery needs to be charged up a little bit because I kind of ran it down trying to crank it over. Just trying to get done with this little tractor because I got other things to do. And I really want this thing to be running, and there's an auction I'd like to put it in so that I can have it go to a new home. Because quite honestly, I don't need it or want it. So yeah, if somebody can maybe get some use out of it, that'd be great. So anyhow, I'm gonna get at it here. So anyway, I got the old water pump out here. Got it clamped to the table. I have to take this tube out. It just threads in. It's with some pipe thread. So hopefully with a pipe wrench here, I can get that out of here. So let's see if that'll work. All right, so trying to get this thing off of here. Oh, there it goes. Good job, Bob. All I needed was that extra little bit of traction. All right. So I'm gonna take this over to the parts washer and clean it up. And yeah, I'll be back here in a few to reinstall it on the new water pump. All right, let's go ahead and install. Wait a minute here. This has to be up here like that, I think. Okay. All right, new water pump is on. It's a little final tightening here. Okay, that should do that. So let's go ahead and tighten up this clamp here. Oh, whoopsie, made a mistake. All these bolts have to come out because the fan also has to go on with those bolts. So goody. I'll get to take everything apart. Nothing like doing everything twice, right? Because twice is nice to do it twice. All right, let's try the fan. See if we can make that work. Okay, we're getting closer. Okay, that seems good and tight. Okay. All right, so picked up these things over at Wellert's. Got the new fan belt. So that's gonna go there, and I got the another new sediment bowl, and this one's configured a little more properly. It's actually configured identical to the old one, to the original one that was in there. Let's see here, I'll show you what we got here. So yeah, this one is got the little valve, the little shutoff valve is at 90 degrees to the lines instead of straight in line with it. And that will allow me to have this thing be able to be operated. So, all right, that's pretty cool. We can get that put on and everybody be happy. Mostly me. And this should thread right up into that. It should. But will it? Nobody knows for sure. There it goes. Oh, it's working. It's working. See if we can get this around one more whole time here. And we'll call that pretty darn good then. Yeah! Alright, I should do that. Alright, there. That's the correct... sediment bowl for the job. Alright, so the next thing to do here would be put the radiator on. Let's see. There we are right there. Let's go ahead and grab that radiator and we'll put it in place. Go. Oh, I had it. Doggone it all. It was right there. Let's see, where'd my little screwdriver go? I can kind of coax this around. There we are. that one. Okay, we are getting somewhere. There's some of this junk here. All right, so what is next? Next thing to do is not bring a wrench along every time you move around here. Sorry about the crazy motions, but hope you didn't get sick from that. Okay, so the next thing, put in the lower radiator hose slash tube and the drain with the drain in it. That's better. Okay, where's my screwdriver? Okay. Now, I think we can put some antifreeze in here. Whew. Fingers are getting frozen. All right, so let's put some antifreeze in here. Yeah, it's a little crooked, but you'll want to see. Now, it's just a matter of waiting for a minute or two here to see if anything leaks. I don't think it's going to. I hope it isn't going to anyway. It's grimy. It was a hard battle to get this thing to not leak. And I think we're good. All right, so quick recap of everything that we've done here on this Allis Chalmers. Well, at least to get the motor running. Put a new sediment bowl, rebuilt carburetor, new fan belt, new radiator hoses, new water pump. And now it doesn't seem to be leaking anymore, so that's a doggone good thing. And then tune up, and I think, well, actually, just a little while ago, I got it to bark on some starting fluid. So we'll see if we can get her to bark again here. Let's just see if we can. All right, so that's a little bit. All right, we've been charging the battery, so hopefully it'll go. All right, so wish us all some luck. Whoa. Okay, we'll try again here. I'm going to try to give it some shake. Alright, let's try a little more happy juice here. Alright, we'll try again. Oh, so close. Well, we got it running on ether. But as soon as I let off on the ether, it completely dies right out. So it'll run on a steady stream of ether, no problem. And it sounds pretty good, actually, I thought. Sounds like it runs. So for some reason, we are not getting fuel. So the thing to do is, I know it's getting fuel into the bowl. So I don't know. I guess we'll take the lines off of here and see if see what we've got going on here. So we'll just do one thing at a time. We'll check both ends of the line, and then if we got fuel all the way over to here, then it's something in the carburetor. And yeah, I don't profess to know what I'm doing with carburetors all that well. I try to follow the directions that came with it, but they came with the rebuild kit. But quite honestly, I have never been very good with carburetors. So, you know, I keep trying. Someday it might click with me, but I don't see it. My brain doesn't diagnose the problem because I don't know enough. So there's my admission. So anyway, we'll get started on this, and we'll show you every step of the way. I'm going to go ahead and probably take this one loose first and make sure we get fuel coming out of the bowl, of the sediment bowl. And then once we get fuel coming out of the sediment bowl, then we'll take the other end loose on the fuel line, and I'll try to blow a little air through it to see if hopefully that's what it is that it's either plugged up here, you know, because maybe I got a little wad of Teflon tape covering up the end of the fitting there. So it could be a lot of different things. It could be a lot of different dumb things, because, you know, like I said, I am not a carburetor guy. All right, well, I've made a little bit of progress, and what I have found is that I do in fact have fuel flow through the sediment bowl, fuel flow through the fuel line, all the way to the carburetor. Once it gets to the carburetor, it didn't seem like it was getting anywhere. So took a few things apart, realized that I had never taken these two plugs out and cleaned that area out underneath there. So yes, I took it apart and I checked the float and the float valve and made sure that those things were actually working. And actually the float valve, the little float needle, was sticking. So I cleaned that up again. Even though it was all brand new, for some reason it was sticking. So I sprayed some brake parts cleaner in it because I was out of carb cleaner, and that seemed to unstick it. So now, whoa, got ice falling off the roof here. We had an ice storm the other day, and it's just now starting to melt. Anyway, I think I'm ready to try to put this back on again, and we'll give it another go. Except for there's a fitting that goes right in there that that this threads into. It's a 90 degree, and I broke it. So I can put it all together except for that. So I put a wrench on it to take this off because I wanted to clean inside that little chamber, and as you can see, I broke it with my 9/16 wrench. So anyway, there's that going on for us. And yep. So anywho, I can put it all back together again with the exception of that, and then I have to run the auto parts store and get one of these fittings. So hopefully they'll have that there, and we'll be able to make this work. So yeah, I'll let you know. Hopefully in the very next clip we'll have it running on gasoline by itself. Hopefully. It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! Seems like it's set pretty good. I know, see the smoke and all that stuff that's crap on this thing. I don't know anything about adjusting this carburetor. The only adjustment screw we got is that one though, so we'll just keep playing with it until it works right. We have oil pressure. Okay. Now, is it charging the battery? Probably not. Give it some gas and see if she'll accelerate. Put these battery leads off of here first. this okay. Alright, a couple more little things to do, but we got the motor running. And that is a big one. Alright, so I guess I'll put the... Let me shut this thing off. Woo!